Hey, YouTube, Robbie coming guys here with another Edison deck profile. You guys voted, and this one won. And I actually had all the cards to build it really quickly. Unlike some of the other decks on that option that I started to piece together on TCG Player, and I'm going to be looking to bulk for the next couple of days just to build them. But the one that won the poll today, I could actually build. So, King of the Skull Servant deck. I'm sure there's a lot of ways to build this deck, but I'm going to build it the way I think I know the best, and that is more or less kind of like the merchant version, and more of the merchant version that I built later that I'm known for, which is MPZ. Don't mind the sirens. But yeah, so 3 king, 2 vanilla, and 3 lady in white. These are the only Skull Servant cards out at the time. White Mare comes out later, and then down the line comes the rest of the family. So, being said, I didn't want 3 of the vanillas because he's just kind of like horrible, realistically. And I at least wanted 3 lady in white for her effect. Plus, she has a big booty, which is really good in the format. Plus, her effect is just really good to keep King alive. Then we have 2 other zombie cards, just Mizuki and Plague Spreader. I didn't feel like Zombie Master was going to be not needed in this deck, so I just put these 2 in there, and that's it. Then we have a little bit of like a mill engine kind of thing going on here. So we have 1 Card Trooper, 1 Merchant. Merchant's a little slow. I don't want this deck to be a little faster as much as I can be. 2 Lila, 3 Charge, or 3 Raikou with Hamster. We have Charge and Recharge, just 1. As odd as that might seem, I felt like 5 was a good number to have this be validated with the 6th technical Lightsworn card right there. This could be cut for whatever else, or to make it a perfect 40 because the deck is 41 cards. But yeah, just trying to mill your pieces together here, and you're just trying to really get the game going. With milling, we have a defensive card, which is Necrogardna. That's like the only thing you want to see milled in the grave, and that's okay. Next, we have 2 Dandy, 3 QuickDraw, and 2 Debris. Draw Warrior is just such an insane card that I felt like if any of the next 4 cards got milled, I'd want them back. Plus, Black Rosing the field, and then being able to get back anything is just insane. Yeah, that being said, I didn't want to have, like, the Beast of the Pharaoh to be inconsistent like I used to have in the other build for now. But just want to keep the deck as consistent as we can on the idea. And our bosses are these 2, plus the 2 battle bosses. That being said, nothing else needed to be said about these cards. They're just, I mean, yeah, they're just good. And then the rest is spells and traps. We're playing more spells than like a normal merchant deck, but again, we only have 1 merchant. So we have our bombs, which are these 3. No MST. I don't want to set any spells at all. So these are the 3. And then we have Foolish Burial, Card Destruction, 1 for 1. More or less just ways to get Skull Servant pieces in the grave or summon the king from the deck. Lure for a little bit more draw power. A Burial in case you're in that grind game where you need to put back Skull Servant pieces for this. Or for Mizuki, Plague Spreader. And then lastly is Dust Shoot. So 41 card deck, guys. I'll show the extra deck. I know extra deck's going to be like the hardest, I think, spot really to pinpoint what you want to do with the deck. That being said, I have just like some of the cards here I think are going to be the ones I come up with the most, but it's not a whole lot like space really. So we have the 2 zombie synchros first and foremost, just because they're both really good. That being said, making them might be a little hard because you need Mizuki and Plague Spreader themselves, and that's it. But I just wanted these in the options there. You probably could cut one of them, but I just wanted them both to be there. You have Armory Arm, does come up, but not often. The 2 5-stars, this would be like Plague Spreader plus Lady in White. Armory Arm is Plague Spreader plus the Raikou. 6 stars is where I think the deck's going to be shining the most because of Plague Spreader plus whatever. So you have Brio, Tempest Magician because of Lila, Goyo, and then we have the QuickDraw cards, which are these 3. Being said, they are, I think, the best 3 you can play. I didn't include any of the 7s for it. I didn't include Iron Chain for Debris Dragon and Raikou. You could over one of the 2 zombie synchros, but realistically, I looked at the cards I was going to be making more likely, and it's just these ones here. Then you have 1 Black Rose for your 7. No other 7s right here. Being said, there's not a whole lot of room for 8s. I just chose Stardust and Colossal Fighter. Red Dragon would be my other choice just for Debris Dragon, but I just felt like the 1. And then 1 Mistworm, which you can do some weird stuff with Plague Spreader Zombie. That being said, guys, yeah, this deck was a little easier for me to make than I expected. It might not be the style of King of the Skull Servants that you guys were expecting yourselves. It's just how I think I would play the deck for the format, especially since I've already played this type of deck before. So, yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and peace.